And we are live here from Daytona Field. And we got the game of the night, supposedly this 12U action between the Pahokee Blue Devils and the St. Pete Little Devils, as we seen this matchup earlier today in that 8U game. And I'm excited for a good game. My name is Chase Alexander, here today with Caleb Brown. Caleb, what are you expecting in this game today?
Listen, I'm expecting. I've been told this is game of the day. I've been hyped up. I've been told this is game of the day. I'm ready to see the primetime game of the day. Because so far, the best game of the day we saw was the second half and overtime of 6U flag.
A little squib kick up the middle and off the hands, and it's a live ball, but good scoop up there by St. Pete. Going to be brought down around the 26-yard line. So St. Pete starting with decent field position here. So the St. Pete Little Devils trying to get their third. I'm not stuttering. Third.
Actually, you kind of just did stutter.
Third championship in the organization today, and they have one playing tomorrow. So, I mean, if that doesn't show you how talented this team can be and probably will be, then I don't know what to tell you.
We've been waiting. Final game of the day. Let's go.
Under center for St. Pete is number 1. He's going to hand it off to the running back, and he tries to get a little space. Jukes back inside, but meets a wall of a defender. Wow. Good tackle there by number 4 for Pahokee. Lakevius McNeil. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And the quarterback for St. Pete is Avion Clarkson. So Clarkson, the starting quarterback for the St. Pete Little Devils. As again, handoff to that same running back, and he carries for a gain of about 3 yards. And on the run was, I believe that's 28. And that's Alexander Bell. So Bell so far racking up 9 yards, makes it a 3rd and 1 on the 2 carries. So Clarkson takes a snap, hands it off the gut, and he's going to get the first down and plenty more after that. But he's stripped, and he's stripped by the Blue Devils, and the Blue Devils have possession in opponent's territory at around the 36-yard line.
Yeah, it looks to be, I believe, number 10. I believe that's number 10 for Pahokee.
If so, that is Craig Lawrence on the strip. And I didn't think that was going to be a fumble. It just out of nowhere stripped it and sets up the Blue Devils with great field position here. So the Pahokee Blue Devils.
All right, give me a number, and I'll give you at least the name of the quarterback.
I got number 7 at quarterback.
All right, that's Dwayne Jones.
So Dwayne Jones, and I can't see the running back, but Jones is the quarterback for the Blue Devils. He's going to hand it off the middle, and he's got a little space, breaks a tackle, puts a stiff arm out, and he keeps going. Takes about 4 Little Devils to take down the Blue Devil. And that's going to be a first down, a little bit more. Let me see if I can catch a number on that running back. I believe it's number 1.
All right, if it's number 1, it's Corey Hill Jr.
So Hill Jr. with a nice little first down run. Gets another first down, fresh set of downs. And that puts him at the 22-yard line, 2 yards out of the Gamer R Us red zone. So Jones again taking the snap under center. And again another handoff, and this time nowhere to really go for Hill. Gain of about a yard on that one.
You can tell both these teams have been looking forward to this matchup. I mean, big play followed up by just running into a brick wall. That defense is collapsing quick. And a little feeling out the process, but feeling out how strong can you punch?
Yep, and we've already seen that the Blue Devils have a strong punch with that strip and run of about 10 yards, and now they're set up in great field position, 2nd and 9 from the 21. As Jones under center. Hill lined up directly behind him. Now Jones rolls right, looking to throw. I think he's going to take off, but he's brought down from behind. I believe that's number 9. Tough to say.
If it's number 9, it's Elijah Shorter.
Number 9 or 8, I saw. If it was number 8, it was Keontae McKenzie.
So it was either Shorter or McKenzie, but either way, one of those two just collected a big sack.
So the Little Devils defense trying to make a stand after the turnover by the offense, and now Jones is going to line up in the gun. Hill to his right. He's going to motion Hill out to receiver, and they're going to go quads right. Hill takes a snap, slings it out right quick, and that's the Hill, I believe. And Hill, quick acceleration. He's going to go in for a Blue Devils touchdown. Number 1, Corey Hill Jr. on the quick little bubble screen, and he used his acceleration to his advantage.
I mean, look, exactly like you do. Motion out to receiver, and then let everyone else take off. He sits back almost like a little scoop route, scoops it down the sideline, like you said, great acceleration.
So now the score is 6-0, and this is 12, so I know a field goal would be 2 points, but can they rush? Do you know?
Yes.
They can. Okay.
I mean, yeah, you can still pass or throw for the point after.
I'm talking about, can they rush the kick?
Can
they
yes,
try to block
yes,
the kick?
yes. At 12 U's when you're allowed to rush special teams.
And interesting, the Pahokee Blue Devils take a timeout on the extra point attempt.
Not sure. I like the timeout there. Look, the way this game might go, those timeouts could be very crucial at the end of the half. So I don't know about taking the timeout right there.
Yeah, it's very. It's a questionable place, but I can see at the same time that you want to make sure you have the play because you don't want to be down by that extra point because they can always go down and score and then take the lead.
I hope we are in for a good one. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, the replays would be fire. You're right.
But luckily, you'll be able to go back and replay this on Facebook and on YouTube all night long, as many views as you want.
Yep.
Be able to go back and screen capture all the highlights of the day you want. All we ask is that if you post the highlights somewhere, please tag the Brevard Sports Network. We love to see where our clips go, and that's all we ask. We're not the NFL. We won't charge you. We just like to see.
As a unique formation here, look like
there's a swinging gate type formation.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the name. It probably is.
Yeah, it's a version of the swinging gate,
and it's gonna be.
That's in.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Just a little bit of confusion there, but I believe that's 0 in for the touchdown, and that is Vincent Chavez Jr. Again, sorry if I mispronounced his last name. But Chavez is in for the extra point.
But I think there's a flag there.
There is a flag.
And the flag is, I'm going to believe, I don't think everybody got set. In a formation like that, you have to make sure everybody's where they need to be. How many guys are on the line? How many guys are off the ball? And I think that's what Coach is trying to ask.
Yep.
So we don't know about the point after yet.
So Coach still discussing with the ref on what exactly happened on that play. 6:11 remaining here in quarter number 1. Again, the last game of the day. Off to the most, I don't want to say the most exciting, but off to the most promising start in this game, the way that's gone so far.
All right, so the referee, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Pahokee.
Okay, that's not what I expected at all.
Nope.
So the extra point is good if it was a dead ball.
Well, you would think, right? Because hand up is dead ball. No. So they're going to say, I guess it happened during the play, and St. Pete has elected to take it right here.
Oh, wow.
Not on the kickoff, but they elect to take it on the 2-point or on the point conversion.
And tipped and almost intercepted. So point after is no good. The score remains 6-0, and that was number 3 on the touchdown. So.
But the important thing is Pahokee gets on the board first and steals a possession.
Yep.
When you create a turnover, you get Allen calls it points off turnovers. That's what they just got. And now their defense goes back on, having that confidence, having that swagger of we got our offense the ball, and our offense put the ball in the end zone. Now
and St. Pete is now down, and after receiving the first half kickoff,
all right, so
try to make their way back into this one.
6:11 left to go here in the first quarter.
Maybe number 11 kicking it off for the Blue Devils. And it's going to be returned by St. Pete. And he makes a move and gets past the 45 up to the 46-yard line.
Looks to be number 9. And number 9 for St. Pete, that's Elijah Shorter.
So Shorter with a nice return on that one. Gets it up to the 47-yard line. Still in their own territory.
As someone has now started playing the Florida State war chant. So, no, I will not acknowledge the FSU war chant. No, listen, hey now, listen. My Gators still might have a shot. It's the battle of the backup quarterbacks.
They'll go out in Gator fashion. They'll lose.
I mean, you're not completely wrong.
Clarkson takes the snap, is going to hand it off, and he's met immediately in the backfield by a group of Blue Devils.
It feels like everyone in the Blue Devils defense was back there in the backfield waiting.
Yeah, and that was I believe that was number 6, Jordan Gooden, on the carry. May have been number 5. Nonetheless, Clarkson goes back under center in the 2nd and 14. And Clarkson fakes the handoff, a little jet sweep motion to number 8, and lower your shoulder. There he goes, and brought down at the initial line of scrimmage. Tough run, but not much to show for by Keontae McKenzie. So now facing a 3rd and 10 here. Crucial 3rd down for these Little Devils.
It's weird calling this team the Little Devils.
Feels like a nickname. And another jet sweep, and that time makes a man miss. McKenzie trying to fight, almost identical, but this time he tries to fight forward. There he goes, pushing a pile. Now this makes it a 4th and manageable instead of a 4th and long after the extra effort.
And again, you kind of got to wonder what the coaching staff is feeling right now if you're St. Pete. Do you go for it or do you try to play smart and go field position? We don't know what their punting situation is. So this is going to be an interesting decision. 4th and about 4 or 5 yards to go. What does St. Pete do?
And it looks like they're going to line up to go for it here, and I do not blame them as Clarkson lines up under center. His referee's telling him something about maybe his towel or his pants. I don't know. The hand warmer. He can't wear the hand warmer.
What?
Okay.
You're
That's new.
Okay.
Clarkson motions. Takes a snap, hands it off, and he's going to try to fight number 28, but he is going to be a couple yards short. Alexander Bell is short of the first down marker, and the Blue Devils stand tall once again on defense, giving their offense another great field position here.
And
got an official's timeout on the field, water break.
as not a water break, there is an injury timeout.
Oh, sorry, injury timeout.
Oh no, I just seen last minute. That's why. That wasn't a hey. So injury timeout as St. Pete turns it over on downs, and Pahokee getting a big defensive stop. It's been a good day of football. All the results from all the previous games are in the description of this post. And I believe they're going to helps the young man up. And that young man is being walked off to the sideline, but he's walking under his own power.
Always good to see that.
Absolutely.
So now the Pahokee Blue Devils take over at, I believe, their own 47-yard line. 3:31 remaining in the first quarter.
You and I are on the same thought wavelength. That's scary. Shows we've been standing in one spot too long with each other.
So Jones now in the empty quad to the right, one receiver to the bottom of your screen. Again, another quick swing outside, but that one is uncatchable, too high, and off the fingertips of the intended receiver, who I believe I think it was 00. If it was 00, which would be Vincent Chavez Jr.
Yeah, you're saying that right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the end. No, they're going to rule that a backwards pass.
Okay, I guess.
Tough call to make, but they made the call. So now a 2nd and 5 after the loss of 5 after the ruled backwards pass that went out of bounds. Jones back under center this time. Hands it off the middle and met by the D tackle and finished off by the rest of that St. Pete team was Corey Hill Jr.
Piles.
You know what team? Piles.
Piles. I believe they're talking Pahokee.
I'm not seeing a Piles.
I would say I'm not either. Number 3?
I don't have a Piles number 3 on our roster.
Huh. Anyway.
Jones almost gets the defense
Ooh.
to jump off sides.
Again, the refs allowed him to get back.
So 3rd and 12 here. Jones takes a snap, is going to hand off to Hill, and Hill is going to be short by about 6 yards, make it a 4th and 6.
Oh, Pliles is the nickname. That would be why.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so number 3 for Pahokee.
Crawford.
I would say I cannot pronounce that first name. So
yeah, I'm just going to say Crawford. Don't want to butcher that name.
yeah, no, that.
So if you have like a pronunciation.
Well, I'll say everyone's calling him Pliles. So we'll just call him Pliles then. If we're essentially being, that's his nickname, then we'll call him by the nickname because that sounds better than us butchering his first name.
Yep. So it looks like they're going to be set to punt here.
Oh, it's on.
Plies. Thank you very much for that. Plies. Can't see the number on the punter. But he's booting away, and it's a sky-high kick heading straight out of bounds around the 36-yard line. So the referees are discussing something here. I'm not sure maybe where the ball went out of bounds. No, they're all good.
They're going to say it's about the 38, 36, 37. Yeah, 38-yard line.
So St. Pete takes over with decent field position here. As the quarterback remains Clarkson. Clarkson hands it off, tries to spin away, but nothing really working there. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage by number 1, Corey Hill Jr. And the ball carrier was number 6, Jordan Gooden.
You gotta turn up, baby. St. Pete, turn up, baby. I gotta give y'all some music. Little raw wave or something.
In a booth off the chain show y'all face. I can promise you don't want to see my face. My face breaks cameras. I can promise you that. I am not going to be responsible for broken TVs.
Clarkson under center. Looks to throw it out, and it's tipped, but that's an incomplete pass. That was a forward pass.
Yeah, I would say that was a forward pass into the back of a defender.
So now it is a 3rd and long. So just not much going for this St. Pete Little Devils offense. Third and about 15 yards to go. And if they can get this close to the 45, maybe they think about going for it. But if it's less than that, just punt it away and play that field position battle. As 25 seconds are left in this first quarter.
Pahokee up 6-0 off of a turnover. Turnover that led the offense to putting the ball in the end zone. And a timeout being taken by St. Pete.
St. Pete discussing this crucial 3rd down play here early in this football game. And last game of the day here. Caleb will be here tomorrow for Division II action. Another 6 games, right?
Yep. I'll be here for Division II tomorrow right here on the Brevard Sports Network Facebook page and the Brevard Sports Network YouTube page. We live stream on both pages, so you know anybody or let them know that Day 2 will be streamed right here live on the Brevard Sports Network.
Time out, please. Trying to figure out what's going on.
It's definitely been a long day. Start by, waking up at crack of dawn after a long night of high school football.
Yep, it's been definitely a long day. So,
as
music starts to blast.
I want to say, I'm like, goodness gracious, can they play the music any louder? All right, here we go. They're getting lined up, ready to go. 25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Clarkson back under center, I believe.
And not everyone was set.
They take another. I didn't think you could do that.
St. Pete takes another timeout. That's all 3. No, Pahokee took the 1. So that's at least 2. They've taken 2 timeouts here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I didn't think that was allowed, but I guess it is at this level and the rules here. So again, want to make sure everybody's set, make sure they have the perfect play here on 3rd and 15.
So again, one of the reasons we love doing this event is the comment section. The comment sections are wild. I love the energy of these comment sections. They've been great all day, and I'm not gonna lie. These comment sections have really
kept us awake.
Yeah, kept us awake. Kept
for
us
some of the games,
and just it keeps us entertained. Look, sometimes as broadcasters, when you're broadcasting all day, you need things to make you laugh. And honestly, you guys in the chat have been doing an awesome job. There's been some of you who've been with us all day long. And we do appreciate it.
So now Clarkson lined up in the gun. 2 running backs to each side. And Clarkson looks to throw. It's going to be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted by the Blue Devil. He's going to take it back for a pick 6. My goodness. He read that like a book. Let's see if I can get a number on him. Those reflective jerseys are tough. I want to say number 7, but I don't want to get it wrong. If so, that is Dwayne Jones with the pick 6. Wow. Just a great play. He saw the quarterback's eyes, looking at the receiver, staring him down, and read it like a book.
Hey, we got the turkey legs, 2 for 20, 1 for 15, trying to get rid of them for you. Sell them out to you. Sell them out to you.
So Dwayne Jones on the pick 6 flips this game on its head now, keeping the Blue Devils up ahead by 2 scores now, 12-0. Pending the extra point would be 13-0.
I mean, you want to talk about finding a way to steal. Oh, someone said that's not number 7. We apologize again. These reflective jerseys, we have binoculars, and these reflective jerseys are still hard to read.
Yeah, we're 4 stories high up here, so I can't really catch a number.
And there's a high snap. Flag is on the play. Dead ball, false start on the offense. So if you can tell us who that was.
It was a single-digit number, I know that.
Someone said it's not number 7. Well, if it's not number 7, if you could tell us who it was. Because, again, we have binoculars, and their numbers are that reflective material.
Especially with the light coming down.
Yeah, the lights are coming down and hitting.
As the flag is going to be a false start. It's going to move them back a little bit for this extra point. As Jones looks to throw, and he throws it over the middle and just a little out of the reach for believe.
That was Crawford.
Yeah, that's number 3.
I think they're saying that was number 3 on the interception.
Okay. So Plies makes the interception. Makes the pick 6. Sorry for the mispronunciation on the call with the jersey numbers. Nonetheless, touchdown Blue Devils. No extra points, no good. 12-0. Just 10 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1.
1 for 15, they going fast.
Yeah, that time I saw the 3.
So come good while they do. And what?
So again, thank you to everybody helping me out in the comments with identifying who's who and helping me out here.
And see, this is why I love the Facebook and YouTube chats. They're out here helping us. So I mean, again, it's been a long day. Oh yeah, I will change the score after the kickoff.
So to kick off for the Blue Devils is number 10, Craig Lawrence. So Lawrence, nope.
Okay, on. So
golf cart was coming across here.
On. Well, thank you, golf cart, then, because now I can change the score and everyone can get off my back. It's 12-0. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Yeah.
Thank you for that, commentators. Thank you.
Appreciate
Commenting that. Appreciate all that.
Yeah, we do.
So Lawrence again set to kick it off this time for real. And squib kick fielded by St. Pete. And St. Pete turns around into a crowd of Blue Devils and is driven directly backwards. Forward progress leaves them at the 35.
Look, and so 2 points, or 2 touchdowns, both set up by turnovers.
Yep.
One was a fumble that turned into an offensive touchdown. The other one a pick six.
A great pick six, great read. Just the way that he read that play and jumped on that football was a great play by Plies. New quarterback in, takes the snap's going to hand it off. I believe that's to number 2 on the carry. Marcus Mills Jr. on the carry for St. Pete. So I don't see Clarkson out there at court. Oh, there he goes. Now he's heading out there. But that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here at Daytona Stadium. Your score at the end of the first quarter is 12-0. The Pahokee Blue Devils lead the St. Pete Little Devils.
One.
Right, we're back here live. 3rd and 8 here in the beginning of the second quarter. And like I said, new quarterback in, trying to get a number on him. As he takes a snap, hands it off to number 5, and he has a space on the outside. He gets the first down, and it's pushed out of bounds. But a late flag, very late flag. But on the carry,
It's a Christopher Butler.
yep, Butler picks up the first down, pending on this penalty.
Hey, Florida scored on FSU. Let's go. All right, let's go. 7-0.
You called it. I know I mispronounced. I said Pahokee. It's
Pahokee. Hey, listen, I'll ask. cut the guy some slack.
tough one to pronounce, you know.
Listen, this is like one of his first big days where he's going all day long doing youth football. So
It's all right.
he's building his endurance to be able to go and call youth football
Yep.
all day
First
alongside
time
us.
seeing that name, so.
No, we're not. We're not. We know how to say it. It's Pahokee.
Pahokee. I got it. I said it right the whole first quarter except then. So that's just my brain.
The important thing is the Blue Devils, the Pahokee Blue Devils, are leading 12-0, 8:50.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't think they ever whistled. Maybe a holding because I don't even know what happened really.
Tell you, the energy in the stands is actually quite wild. I'm hearing families argue with each other over this game.
Slinks it out to the left. Stiff arms, and is he going to fall forward for that first down? It's going to be very close.
2 yards. First down.
They're going to give him the first down.
And that time it was number 9 on the reception. Elijah Shorter. So first snap's that quarterback for McKenzie, and it comes as a completion and a fresh set of downs for St. Pete.
First down, first and 10. Almost at the 47-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46. McKenzie motions a man. He's going to hand it off. And good tackle there. What a tackle. I believe that's number 3. That's Plies.
Yep.
So Crawford makes that one.
So I'm being told Crawford and Lawrence are cousins.
Lawrence. So number 10 and number 3.
Yep. They're cousins. All right, cool. Thanks for the note. That's cool.
And on the carry that time was number 5, Christopher Butler.
God dang it.
And nice little pass out there. And he's going to get the first down.
And St. Pete has a drive going.
The first drive that hasn't resulted in a turnover today.
Well, you can't say that. I mean, look.
Knock on wood.
The drive is in progress.
So fresh set of downs, gets it down to about the opponent's 40-yard line, as I didn't see who signaled a timeout, but somebody took a timeout.
Well, if it's St. Pete, that's their final timeout because they burned 2 in the first quarter.
There's been a lot of timeouts already so far by both teams.
The commentator jinxes on.
Oh, no. I knocked on wood. It defeats it.
Right. Yeah.
It's his kryptonite.
All right, here we go.
So McKenzie lined up at quarterback. I believe Butler to his left. Motions a man. He's going to hand it off to number 28. Gets a good little gain. That's Bell. And Bell gets about 4 yards, makes it a 3rd and 5 for St. Pete.
Coming up on 8 minutes left to go here in the second quarter, and they're playing a little tempo here.
As McKenzie motions again. That's Bell again. Alexander Bell, another carry. And this time he's going to get the first down and more. Looking a little more elusive, a little more quick in this drive for the whole St. Pete team as a whole. And they move it down to about the 27-yard line of their opponent. So now they're going to slow it down after they pick up the first down. They're going to stay in the same formation as McKenzie and Butler in the backfield. Motions Bell. This time fakes to Bell. Looks to throw. And he rolls right. There's a bunch of room, but this time he throws a pick. Oh, my gosh. It's intercepted, and he tried to make a play when there's nothing there. And he's going to keep going, trying to return this. But good tackle there. Touchdown saving tackle by Alexander Bell.
And is that 3 again? Is that Crawford?
That time, I believe it was Plies on that one.
Crawford again with his second interception of the day.
Just trying to force it. If he would have saw that the right side of the field was wide open, he would have picked up the first down and a lot more.
You're going to get crucified now. You said the drive wouldn't result in a turnover.
Man.
Look at you.
Goodness gracious.
Chase, how dare you?
That time it was Jones. Okay. So we're going to credit each of them with the interception. I mixed them up, though.
Yes.
One had a touchdown. Plies had the touchdown. Jones gets the interception there. Dwayne Jones with the interception returns it to about the 46-yard line. And just, man, that defense is hounding St. Pete right now. We thought they had a good drive together there, but just couldn't finish it off. Takes a snap and a fumble, and luckily,
Pahokee jumps on it.
Very, very lucky that he fell on that one. So the Blue Devils fortunate to jump on that one after the interception. About 6:45 to go here in quarter number 2. The first half is coming to an end here soon. Credit the commentator, yep. And draws a hard count, but nobody else moved. Let's see what the official says.
They've been letting them get back. But are they going to call it now? Yes, they are. Offsides.
I think the left tackle moved, so that got them back to the initial line of scrimmage, which now is 2nd and 10 after the fumble.
Keep the same play and run it right here. Someone said this is for our 8U. You are getting crucified in the comments for the jinx.
What can you do? Jones takes the snap and looks to throw. Nice juke, stiff arm now. Now he's going to spin, but he's not going to spin out of that one. Nice sack there by number 11, our Marion Hooker. So Marion Hooker makes the tackle there. So now brings up a 3rd and a mile. And Caleb, what are you doing here if you're the Blue Devils?
Try to find something over the middle. We haven't seen the Pokey quarterback throw. He's been under a lot of pressure. See if you can find something quick over the middle. Maybe like an inside slant.
As now Jones is going to take the shotgun. And whistle was blown before the snap.
Timeout called by Pahokee. Coach didn't like how that alignment was shaping up.
And I believe that's their 3rd and final. It was somebody's 3rd and final timeout. I know that for a fact.
I'll tell you what. I would like to see an intermediate passing game that, 5-7 yard slant.
Yeah, I mean, if the Blue Devils can pick up this first down, and if they can score right around when the half will end,
yeah,
it's going to be a tough road back for the Little Devils.
So it's 4:50 left to go here in the second quarter. And this has been a fun day of football. I'm not going to lie, this game's been very interesting.
Yep.
So far, this is shaping up to be game of the day.
And they're going to move it more farther back.
Okay.
How can they do that? I don't even understand.
Because they can.
That makes no sense. Nonetheless, it's Jones in the gun.
Shifts running back sidecar left.
Jones bobbles the snap. He's going to take it himself up the middle, runs into his own line, and nothing working there for Dwayne Jones.
That play was caused by the snap.
It was a pretty decent snap. It looked like Jones just kind of dropped it. So now the Blue Devils are going to be forced to punt the ball away, I would imagine.
Pahokee is getting ready to punt. 4th down and about 37 yards to go.
So, as you called it, Pooki in the punt formation.
And for this to flip sides, it's going to be at the long punt.
That was actually a pretty nice punt.
If they can get a good roll here. Nope, just dives right there around the 47-yard line is where it ends. And, you know, you can't be mad with that punt. Pretty good punt.
I gave it a little too much credit than I was expecting. I was expecting that one to go a little bit farther, 20, 25 yards. That one went for about a gain of 15.
It was a high arcing punt.
Yeah, it was.
A little misdirection, fooled you a little bit. So now St. Pete, this is their opportunity to get back in this ball game after 3 consecutive turnovers, 3 consecutive drives. As now it's going to be Clarkson back in at quarterback, I believe.
3:46 left to go in the half.
Motions Bell, hands it off. Hands off to number 5, and good little burst there. He's going to get about 9 yards. That's
Christopher Butler.
Second and around about 3 yards to go.
So Butler with a nice little carry. And excuse me, same quarterback. Still.
Yeah, you know, they haven't given.
No, this is number 6. This is Jordan Gooden. Quarterback.
We haven't seen a lot of Hill yet.
So hands it back off to Butler. And Butler's going to pick up the first down up to about the the 36-yard line, 35.
First down on the carry to St. Pete.
You know, I agree. We haven't seen much of Hill Jr. since that first drive.
Nope. Which is pretty surprising the way that he impacted that drive.
Absolutely.
And he's going to sling it out right, and it's caught by number 9, but nothing working there behind the line of scrimmage.
And the coach is going to pull that receiver to the side. You know, when they go back and look at this one, the receiver there whiffed on the block and then just sat there and watched his receiver fight for his life there.
Yeah, Elijah Shorter had no room to work, and there is 2:25 left to go here in the first half.
There is okay. You said it. I just literally looked down, saw the comment, and you beat me to it. So.
So Gooden at quarterback for St. Pete. Butler lined up to his left. Motioning Bell along with Shorter.
Quarterback really playing air traffic controller here, and delay of game. 1:30 or 1:43 left to go in the half.
Yeah, and already a second and long makes it second and longer.
Officially, we'll call that
2nd and 17.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Gooden remaining at quarterback, lining up in the gun. Butler to his right. Takes a snap, looks to throw quick. He's got pressure from the right side, and he can't escape it. Takes a big hit. My goodness.
I'm impressed he still held on to that football because he was getting slung around, got hit in the back, and you saw his arm make a weird motion. I thought that ball might have been coming out.
Yeah,
Great job holding on to that football.
That was number 10, Craig Lawrence, along with 00, Vincent Chavez Jr. So they combine on that sack, and a violent sack at that.
1:17 left to go in the half, and a timeout was called. All right, so I think by that measure, I didn't see who called the timeout, but because of the amount of timeouts that have been called, I think that's it for everybody.
It's got to be. There's no way, unless they're giving them 4 timeouts apiece.
I think each team has called all 3 of their timeouts. 1:17 left. Pahokee up 12-0. Florida Gators winning 10-0. Let's go. Trying to get bowl eligible. Look.
Trying to get bowl eligible. That's desperate.
Listen, I didn't say I like it. I'm just stating facts. As a Gator fan, I'm disappointed with the season. The University of Florida, darn it.
Yeah, and you're happy that you might get a bowl game.
Did I say I was happy?
Sounded like it.
I'm trying to salvage what we have left of our season.
And quick throw out to number 8. And he's got acceleration. It's going to be close. I think he got it. I think he definitely got that first down, but we'll see on the mark of the official.
I think they're going to mark him just short. Nope, they're saying move the chains. That's a first down, St. Pete.
And that time it was number 8, I believe, Keontae McKenzie on the reception. So now, after the long third down conversion, fresh set of downs near the 20-yard line as they hand it off to Butler, and Butler drives all the way inside the 15, but whistles blow at the line of scrimmage. The FAR official on the field threw the flag. He's pointing at the defense.
I'll say he's pointing at the defense. Are they going to call offsides? Illegal substitution on the defense.
All right, and just like that, the St. Pete Little Devils are knocking on that end zone door with 50 seconds to go here in half number 1, trying to cut it down to a one-possession game, which would be huge if they can do that. Considering
I believe Pahokee gets the ball
yeah,
to start the second half.
I believe so. So Gooden has been pretty good on this drive. Hands it off, and there's nothing going, but he still's fighting. I believe that's Butler again, just trying to fight. And you want to be careful with these penalties. No timeouts. So
right.
30 seconds.
I mean,
now under 30 seconds.
You would like to see a little more urgency right now out of your offense. Get lined up. Let's go.
And Gooden getting the play call from Coach Bell to his right, putting his receivers in the right spot. As the referee's holding up the play. I mean, this is not...
10 seconds.
As good, this will be the last play. Gooden rolls left, fires to the end zone, and it's going to be too far out of reach for the intended receiver. So that's how the half ends, with St. Pete knocking on that door, but just couldn't convert. And you know, it's been a rough half, so for them to be down by 2 possessions, you got to be happy a little bit. Obviously not happy with how your team's playing, but fortunate that the score is what it is. And we'll return right here in about 10 minutes for second half action. All right, and we're back live here at Daytona Stadium with second half action, the last half of football for the day between the Blue Devils and the Little Devils. And, man, we've had quite a game, an interesting game up to this point. 12-0 game. Caleb, tell me your thoughts on that first half for me.
St. Pete is lucky they're only down 2 scores considering they turned the ball over 3 times in that first half.
High arcing kick fielded by the Blue Devils and downed at the 36-yard line.
Again, just a reminder to everybody, these games will stay up on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page. Feel free to go clip whatever highlights you want. Feel free to take it. We're not the NFL. We're not going to charge you. The only thing we ask is if you take a highlight from this broadcast and you post it somewhere, whether it be Instagram, X, or Facebook, just tag the Brevard Sports Network. I don't think that's too much to ask. We really love seeing the reactions of family members when you've taken one of the clips.
All right, and now the Blue Devils start with a 1st and 10 from their own 36. As Jones remains at quarterback, he's going to go under center in that power I kind of formation they got going there. And the toss is outside and trying to find space on the outside. He does have a little crease and pulled out of bounds by his helmet.
Yep, and there we go. That's going to be tacked on 15 extra yards to that run.
And you know what? There's Corey Hill Jr. making an impact already in this second half. So that will add 15 yards after the explosive run by Hill. That'll put him at the 38-yard line of their opponent.
Tell you what, Pahokee getting helped out there, and look, you don't want to help Pahokee out. They're up 2 scores.
And they're quick scores. They can score quick, and they have a ferocious defense. They can score in many ways right now.
Their defense has actually put a score on that board.
So Jones back under center in the power I. Hands it off. Miscommunication. That's Hill again. And Hill's going to fall forward. And I think they're going to mark him just short of that first down marker. So 9-yard pickup there by Corey Hill.
I need Hill tested for PED. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie, he looks faster than everybody else, but I promise you, that's just an athlete, man.
Yep.
That's just one of those. You're being a special athlete.
So 2nd and 1 for the Blue Devils. As Jones back under center, Hill remains at running back motions. Yeah, that's a legal shift.
Yep.
So that's going to move him back 5 more yards for a 2nd and 6 now. So instead of a 2nd and 1 where you can try to take that shot on a 2nd and 1 when you know, I believe they're in 4-down territory. 2nd and 1, you take that shot, you try to get a big play out of it. But instead, they move back 5 yards to a 2nd and 6.
You know what? I still say you take a shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely 4-down territory from here, the way that your defense is playing, absolutely. As Jones remains under center, Hill at the running back position. And another little awkward handoff, and this time Hill, and he keeps going, surprisingly picks up a couple yards.
And then he got airborne, and not in the good way.
Number 17 for St. Pete, Camden Baker, slams him down, and there is a late flag that has just been thrown by the head official.
Again, it could be what's being said there between the teams.
And that's what exactly probably what it's going to be, is a personal foul on the Blue Devils. So that's going to bring him back 15 more yards. So I believe it's a 3rd and 15. Third and that was only a 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
All right. Thought he said personal foul, but
That's what I thought too.
nonetheless, Jones trying to get the hard count. Almost got St. Pete to jump off sides there.
3rd and 11.
Jones takes a snap. He's going to roll right. He's going to tuck it. Now he's going to go backwards, and this is no man's land if you're Jones. He's going to be taken down back at his own 45-yard line, and that's not what you want. You got to try to – I know he's super young, still 12 years old, but you got to learn to throw it away and especially not run backwards to lose more on a sack.
Yeah, no, that's it's not the way you want to go. Just panic. Look, I get it. You have pressure in your face, but you can't panic like that.
And he's sacked by multiple.
You know, even if you chuck it up towards the sideline, you know, making it look like, you know, if hopefully there's a receiver in the area. Oof.
Pahokee still has the 2-possession lead and nice little punt, but it's muffed. And I believe the Blue Devils jumped on that one. We'll see what the officials say. Wow.
And
wow, what an effort to get that ball back after the muff.
that was a number 1 on the recovery for St. Pete.
Yeah, and that was Clarkson, and that's the one who actually he muffed the punt, but heads-up play for him to fall on it. And just, again, somehow they're hanging around in this game after all these mistakes. St. Pete is. So St. Pete starts at the 37-yard line.
6:56 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And did St. Pete make any adjustments?
Well, now they're going to go under center in that wishbone. It's kind of spread out wishbone. And they're going to remain with Gooden at quarterback. We've had 3 different quarterbacks today. Now motions a man. And the whistle blows again. What could it be this time? Delay game? No.
No, illegal substitution on the defense.
Okay. So a legal substitution on the defense makes it 1st and 5 for St. Pete. And St. Pete really needs to find something here. They need to get in the end zone. This is, again, another must-score drive for the Little Devils. As Gooden hands it off. And that's Butler. And Butler really has nothing working there. As met by a couple Blue Devils between number 1 and 00. That's Vincent Chavez Jr. and number 1 Corey Hill Jr. Both in on that tackle for no gain. 2nd and 5.
Might have 4 QBs. Hold the shade. No, let's be real. We're not throwing shade. We're just.
And nice run there by Bell. It's going to be close to that first down, just a couple yards short. So from what I've seen today, Alexander Bell has probably been one of their better runners that they've ran on the jet sweep motions. So I don't see why they would go away from him, along with Butler as well. So quarterback keeper and Gooden, it's going to be very close if he's going to get it. I think they're going to give it to him based on that far official spot.
I was saying, like, that is a close. Now they did move the ball back.
But he's whistling for those sticks to move. This near side official is.
Yep, near side official saying
And
move the chains.
They're not moving it. He's been doing it for 2 minutes. There they go.
Hey, guys, move. Move it.
So Gooden motions Bell and hands it off to Clarkson. And Clarkson has some space and some speed. Gets about 7 yards on that carry. Makes it 2nd and 3 for the Little Devils.
So, again, it looks like St. Pete, slowly putting something together. And look, I like it. Keep pounding the run. Keep pounding the run. Eventually, you can set something up, with a shot downfield.
Takes a snap, and there is a flag, and it's going to be against the offense. I see the official signaling that way. He's going to pick up the first down, but at what cost does he pick up that first down?
False start.
Wonder why they didn't blow it dead if it was a false start.
I ask myself that time all the time in youth football, because you have some officials that will blow it dead immediately, and you have some officials that will wait. And I've seen a 75-yard touchdown taken away by a false start.
Yeah, that's just not right. False start should be blown dead.
Right.
If you see it.
Just like I think every offsides should be given as a free play.
Yep. Unless you have a free runner.
Right. Yeah. If you have a free runner taking a shot at a quarterback, yeah, blow it dead. But for the most part, it should be a free play.
So Gooden motions Bell again. And that's going to be Butler on the carry, a little jet sweep. And he's going to lower his shoulder, his dive, and he's going to get the first down up to the 40-yard line. So fresh set of downs for St. Pete.
They're going to mark him just at the 40-yard line.
So now a little break. Another false start.
See,
that's late. Should be blown dead. Even if it is a legal motion, if it's a legal motion, it's before the snap, or it should be blown dead.
Well, illegal emotion. Yeah, you're not allowed to show any emotion. No, illegal motion. That one's harder. False start usually happens well before the snap.
But doesn't illegal motion have its own signal?
It does.
So they're signaling for a false start.
You do have some referees that don't know all the signals.
Nice grab there by Butler. Butler tries to cut into his blocker, but nothing working there.
And unfortunately, his lead blocker didn't, cut up and try to help him out. So unfortunately.
And that was number 00, Vincent Chavez Jr., along with some others on that tackle.
Okay, no. So apparently we're wrong. It's still a rolling of the arms.
Oh, all right. 3rd and 15. Good in motions, Bell.
What?
Another stoppage of play. Timeout by the Blue Devils.
Pahokee calling their first time out of the half. 2:42 left to go here, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, who's been our sponsor all day long and will be all weekend long, Gamers R Us, located in Cocoa, right there on Dixon Boulevard. Find them on Facebook at GamersRUs06, or find them online at gamersrs.net. If you need Pokemon cards, Digimon cards, Dragon Ball Z cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. If it is a card game that involves you building a deck, I promise you they got cards for it, and you'll find great deals. It's the holiday season. Maybe you got that special card gamer in your life that you need to find an easy present for. Why not buy them a couple decks and see if you can't make their play that much better.
So Gooden on a 3rd and 15. Multiple false start or illegal motions, whatever it is, penalties. That's drawn him back this far. Gooden takes a snap. He's going to toss it to Butler. Butler makes a strong cut, but is wrapped up by 4 Blue Devils, behind the line of scrimmage. So, again, that St. Pete drive just stalls out after a couple of good plays. 4th and 15, I would imagine a punt. 2:15 though in the third quarter. You're at your own 44 or 43.
Unfortunately, I feel like what he's doing is instead of following his blocker to the outside, he's cutting back thinking a cut back lane is going to open, and they're just collapsing on it.
Yeah, and that's also credit to the coaching and to the pursuit and instincts of those defensive players.
Coming up on nothing to lose territory. Drops back.
And slings it out left, and it's too high for his intended receiver, who was Alexander Bell. And that'll give the Blue Devils great field position in opponent's territory at the 43-yard line.
Florida State has put points on the board.
More to come.
You're probably right. In typical Gators fashion, we start out strong and then, we might be able to actually win this. Hold up. Hold my beer.
So 1:40 left in the third quarter here. As the Blue Devils trying to make this a 3-possession ball game. Trying to end it with a touchdown here.
Certainly would be detrimental.
Takes a snap, and it's a double pass, but it's double covered, but it's caught anyways, and he's going to walk in, roll out the red carpet, touchdown, Blue Devils.
Pahokee with the touchdown.
Let's see if I can catch the number. Man, those reflective jerseys are driving me nuts.
And he's all by himself right over here on the sideline. Well, he was. Now he just turned around and started walking back.
I want to say, I don't want to say the wrong name, but it was a touchdown for the Blue Devils. And what a throw by Jones. I mean, or actually it was a running back. I believe it was Hill Jr. who tossed it. It was a double pass, and he threw it no matter what. And just, wow, what a play.
I didn't even see the receiver release down the sideline.
Now takes a snap, rolls right, and it's caught. The extra point conversion is good, and that one is Plies. Might have been Plies on the reception, kind of not completely sure, but Plies on that one on the extra point conversion. So, I mean, just like I said, I think, unfortunately, for St. Pete, even if they were to come back, it'd be tough to stop that offense the way they're rolling right now.
All right, so now you want to talk about a much-needed score for Pahokee. I mean, that puts the, again, as someone said, it's only 19-0. However, St. Pete has not shown the ability to score, and when they have moved, it was 0-0. Someone's saying it was 0-0 Chavez Jr.
Now to kick off for the Blue Devils is Lawrence. And Lawrence, nice bouncing high kick. And nice little truck was going to be brought down at their own 45-yard line.
It's a 28.
So Plies is number 3. I don't want to butcher that first name, but Crawford. So now St. Pete takes over at their own 45 in desperate need of a score, as they've been since they've gone down by 2 scores.
3.
Yeah. I'm saying since they've
Oh,
been
okay,
down
got you.
2 scores. It's been desperate every time.
My apologies.
Good. Payback for 8U. Hey.
I mean, however you need to frame it.
And is going to hand it off to Butler, and Butler slung down for only a 2-yard gain.
I believe that was number 1 on the tackle.
That was about 2nd down, 8.
For Pahokee, that would be Corey Hill Jr.
So Gooden remains at quarterback. Hands it off to the big fella, and he's rumbling, trying to keep fighting, but they should blow this one dead right about there. So gets it to a 3rd and 4. I believe that was number 17.
Yes, it was.
Oh, wrong roster. 17, Camden Baker.
We'll be right back here tomorrow. Division 2.
Approaching 20 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
So now a 3rd and 4, a must-convert situation as he hands it off up the middle, and he's going to get that and more. Keep running, young man. There he goes down the sideline. Looked like he stepped out, but the referee said he doesn't. It's going to be a touchdown for the St. Pete Little Devils. Number 9.
That's Elijah Shorter.
Yep, Shorter is in. So nice long run, breaking through some tackles, hitting the outside, and just like that, now a 2-possession game. They could have used that so much earlier, but instead they got it now. 1 second remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Look, that gives them hope.
So now Gooden, this is a big extra point conversion here if they can get this. As Gooden hands it off, can he get the edge? And he does, he's in. The extra point is good. So the St. Pete Little Devils proving me wrong and saying we're still in this game. And we're going to try to come back and win this one.
They're saying, excuse me, to the 2 idiots that are upstairs calling this game, you want to count us out, go right ahead. We'll show you why you shouldn't. And you know what? They're doing just that. They're showing us why we shouldn't count them out. That was a much-needed big play.
Yeah, like just absolutely desperate of that one big play, 1 touchdown to spark that energy. And also the extra point, and something that the Blue Devils haven't done, they've converted 1 out of 3 extra points. So if somehow they can pull off this remarkable comeback, all it will take is 2 extra points or 1 more extra point, and they'll have the lead after the 2 touchdowns.
Well, let's focus on one thing at a time here. Now, as a defense, you got to get a quick stop.
Yep. So this kickoff should take us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yep. There's 1 second left here in the 3rd quarter.
And boots it away. It's going to be half, and he falls down.
Smart.
And that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter here at Daytona Stadium. The score is 19-7. The Blue Devils lead the St. Pete Little Devils, and we'll be right back here with 4th quarter action. All right, and we're back live here from Daytona Stadium as we begin the last quarter of the day, the fourth quarter of this 12U game. It's been an exciting game up to this point between the Blue Devils and the St. Pete Little Devils. The score is 19-7. And so if you're St. Pete, Caleb, how do you go at stopping this offense? I know they've done it plenty of times today, but not only stopping the offense, scoring quick.
Well, you just got to try to get off the field here on third down. You know they're going to run the football, so you got to get back there and solid tackles like that.
Wow, slammed down by number 17, Camden Baker, and that was Hill Jr. on the carry, and he had nowhere to go except backwards. So a loss of 5, 2nd and 15. And it feels like St. Pete is gaining that momentum, gaining that confidence in themselves to get back into this game.
But I'll tell you what, if I'm Pahokee, I implement that strategy. You sit in the huddle as long as about that 15-second mark. Back judge will start counting to 10. You have your play called. Coach signals into quarterback. And you take as much time off the clock as possible.
Jones takes a snap, hands it to the up back, and not much working. About a yard shy of their initial line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 11 coming up for the Blue Devils. Coach them up, Caleb. Coach them up.
I mean, I ain't coaching nobody. Nobody listens to me. I'm just some guy who gets on Facebook and talks with a headset. And occasionally people like to listen to me, and some people just like to tell me I'm wrong all the time.
Yeah, those coaches are doing a great job down there. Still fighting in this game as well. The fact that they were down 3 scores at pretty much the end of the third quarter and scored with a second remaining. Make this a game again. 3rd and 11 here for the Blue Devils. As Jones just waiting. Like you said, Caleb, waiting until that 10-second timer goes off. And again, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and brought backwards by St. Pete. And you can see the confidence starting to grow on that defensive side of the ball, throwing up the arms, flexing a little bit. Under 8 minutes to go here.
Is that 18 or 16?
I believe it was 18. Victor Artina Gonzalez. And if it was number 16, it would be Rajay Postel. So now
4th and about 12.
4th and 12, and the Blue Devils are forced to punt. And not just any punt. The punt, unless he has a boot of a leg, which I don't think he has that much of a boot, will end up in Blue Devils territory.
And he got a nice roll to about the 45, and he'll be dropped at the 40, maybe even the 39. So really good field position.
And that time the return by Clarkson, Avion Clarkson, gets it to the 39 of the Blue Devils.
Need the commentator to say. Don't acknowledge it, Chase.
Can't.
Don't.
Because then it will go the other way if it's forced, right? That's how it works.
Shh.
That's how karma works.
Hush.
Or whatever.
Hush. We already got one group of people mad at us. I don't need a second group because then we have no friends. I need at least one group to have our back.
So Gooden and the Power Eye motions Bell to the line of scrimmage. And little misdirection is going to hand it off to number 8. And there's a flag. It's going to be a holding, I believe. Brought down from behind by Corey Hill. And let's see what the penalty is.
Where's the white hat? There's the white hat. White hat should give us a call, so I'm just trying to find him. Apparently he gives the call like just as the play's coming to an end, so the camera won't stay on him.
I think you should give it here. Must have been a holding.
Yes, it was. The magical penalty of holding.
So that's going to bring him back 10 yards from the initial line of scrimmage, makes it 1st and 20. So big penalty there going against St. Pete. As Gooden gets his guys set. Again, motions Bell. This time he's going to hand it off and is met by the defensive end. I want to say number 57. We don't have a 57. Maybe 27. Roderick Woods?
Yep, Roderick Woods.
Roderick Woods on that one. So no gain, actually a loss of about a yard on that play.
Hey guys, I'm going to ask you, please keep the comments classy. I would prefer no curses being slung in our chat.
So 2nd and 20. He's going to toss it outside to Butler, and Butler really has nothing. Working his hit hard. And are they really going to throw the flag on that? That's Hill on the hit. That's body. That is a holding. Okay. Okay, good.
Holding on the offense.
So I would imagine they decline that penalty if they can. And the coach is signaling to decline. So 3rd and a country mile for the St. Pete Devils.
We do not mind the trash talk, but we are a family-friendly network.
Official blows the whistle.
Time left is 5:57 left to go.
Coach is discussing something with the white cap.
And now kindly being told to get back to your sideline.
So now they're going to move it backwards. So I wonder if they're telling me you can't decline that holding penalty. That would be my only thought.
Well, whatever the case. Now it's 2nd and a trip back to St. Pete.
Long ways. As Gooden drops back to throw. Deep drop back is rolling into pressure. That's a face mask penalty. And 2 officials got it. He throws it up there. And it's knocked away by Hill. But they grabbed Gooden's face mask. That'll move him 15 yards forward. Repeat 2nd down.
Remember, there are 2. There is such thing as still in youth. There's still an incidental face mask.
Could be a holding. You're right. I mean, they both came out at the same time, but you never know.
Personal foul, face mask. That's the 15-yard variety.
Yep, the same penalty. They came out at like the exact same time.
So that helps your cause.
Now makes it a 2nd and 15 instead of a 2nd and
30.
Too long. As they got a deep huddle back at the 45. They got a little ways to go into that ball. So St. Pete kind of running out of time, 5:48. They need a quick score and also another defensive stop after that to tie the game. And fumbled the snap was Clarkson. Clarkson's back in there and throws it into the ground. Oh, they might get pass interference here, and if they do, that's a huge call.
Don't know if I agree with it. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, and that time on the coverage was Jones, Dwayne Jones on coverage. That is a tough call.
Where? Okay, there's the white hat. Official, they called like an official's timeout. And, yep, they're going to call it.
That is.
Again, he had, I guess, the better angle. He might have seen the contact that we didn't, but from up here, it did not look like a pass interference.
And the ball was in the ground. It wasn't catchable.
There's that one too.
Nonetheless, second and short now. What a change of events here for St. Pete as Clarkson, low snap, but luckily for him, falls on it. And, man, they are getting lucky, but at the same time shooting themselves in the foot after all these blessings.
One step forward and 2 steps back.
Yep. So now third, and I believe it's 3rd and 8.
Someone said there's no such thing as uncatchable anymore.
That's true. Unfortunately, it's true.
These athletes are so good at what they do. They can jump
and go underground and catch it before it hits the ground, right? 10 feet in front of them.
You darn right they can. Believe in the power of ingenuity.
So now Clarkson remains, and quick pass, and really no room. And he's stripped, and that's Hill. No, that's Jones. Dwayne Jones with the strip. Just perfectly punches that ball out, and he's the one to recover it. And, man, that pretty much writes it off for St. Pete. Unbelievable.
Yeah. That, look, that's perfect. Punch the ball out and then dive on it. Don't try to pick it up. Don't try to do anything, dumb with it. 5:18 left.
They got bailed out. Not bailed out. I don't want to say bailed out. They had 2 penalties, moved out 2nd and short. Now you get a muff snap, 3rd and long, and now the fumble, their 4th turnover of the game.
Yep.
Oh, man, that is huge. And
another flag on the play.
Now they blow it dead, which I don't understand. Don't get it. Jones is sure one heck of a ball player, playing that quarterback position, also playing that DB position. So that brings it back 5 yards, 1st and 15 for the Blue Devils. Trying to seal this game with a couple first downs and maybe one more touchdown to top it off. Jones takes a snap, hands it right up the middle, and good fight by Hill. Got to keep that ball tucked, and he does. I saw that ball hanging loose and getting out of his chest a little bit, so you got to be very careful, especially in this type of situation. Gets about 6 yards, make it a 2nd and 9.
And so, again, you said it'll bring up 2nd and about 8 for Pahokee.
As Jones just trying to take away that clock. And fumbled snap. Oh. Did St. Pete fall on it? Let's see. And St. Pete did fall on it. So they are still alive, catching another break. I mean, St. Pete is very fortunate to somewhat be alive in this game.
They got to score quick.
Have to score on maybe 1 or 2 plays if they want a chance.
Yep.
So I believe it was Hill, the one that coughed it up. Didn't see who recovered it. Or no, it was a muff snap. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a
fumbled snap.
.4:15 left to go in the game.
So Gooden back under center in the eye.
And they're having personnel issues at the moment.
Yep. Motions in Santiro Smith. And now Bell's going in there as well. So bit confusion. Fakes a handoff to Bell. takes a jet sweep to Butler, and they've ran this play many times, and not much has come from that play. Butler tries to fight as much as he can, but gets about 2 more yards after that. And now the clock ticks under 4 minutes to go. So Gooden trying to get his guys set, get in the right place, but they got to hurry up here. They're wasting a little too much time talking, getting this play sorted out.
Yeah.
Another jet sweep. This time it goes to number 8. Number 8 tries to switch fields, and he got a decent little gain, maybe about 2 yards.
Timeout called by the Little Devils with 3:27 left to go. And again, if you have any sort of passing game, now would be the time you need.
So 3rd and about 7 here.
It was just 5:45, 10 minutes ago.
Felt like it. But a couple turnovers and penalties and
incomplete passes.
Yep. Stops all the clock and stops all that. So now 3rd and 8 here. Game on the line for St. Pete here. Or 4-down territory, so they have 2 more plays at least.
Again, big day of football tomorrow. We will post the schedule for day 2 coming up later on tonight. Feel free to share that one when we post it tonight. Brevard Sports Network, your home for Mffcc Super Bowls, both on YouTube and on Facebook.
Gooden takes a snap, fake jet sweep, slings it out to Clarkson, and Clarkson catches it and goes out of bounds short of the 1st down marker, gets about 3 yards. Now makes it a 4th and about 5 yards to go. Game on the line right here for the St. Pete Little Devils.
So they just moved it about up a yard, so it's about 4th and 4 at the moment.
So 4th and 4, more manageable. Jordan Gooden under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, fakes the sweep, hesitates to throw, steps up in the pocket, and delivers a dart to Clarkson, and Clarkson's tackled inside the 10-yard line, around the 8-yard line. What a play by Gooden. Veteran play, pump fake, step up in the pocket, deliver a dart to the streaking receiver down the sideline. What a play. Avion Clarkson on the reception.
Clarkson. Absolutely. We've enjoyed it today. .308 left to go, and again, if you're St. Pete, you got to hurry if you still want a shot.
Got to score right now.
Yes, you do.
Possession game.
And another timeout.
That time the Blue Devils take a timeout.
Oh, okay. Pahokee wants to take a timeout.
So now they're just discussing their defense. Make sure they're in the right position. Why not take the timeout?
Agreed.
Just to make completely sure you don't want to be in the wrong set, zone, whatever you're going to run on defense.
If you're St. Pete, you got to throw it, because if you throw it and you have to overthrow, then the ball or clock stops.
Yep. And we've seen Gooden has the arm talent and the savvy to step up in the pocket and not afraid to throw under pressure.
2:54 left to go in the game. Again, 2:54 left to go in the game.
Jordan Gooden under center, 3 backs in the backfield. And he's going to fake the handoff, and he throws it backwards. That's a
They're going to say it's an incomplete pass.
Okay, so stops the clock. It was a 50-50 call whether that could be an incomplete or a backwards pass, and that official obviously had a better look at it than I did. So now 2nd and goal, 2:46 to go. And, you know, they're kind of running out of time. Even if they were to score here, can they stop that offense of Pahokee and just with just, I believe they have one more timeout remaining if I'm not wrong. Gooden tosses it. And that's number 9, and there's a flag, 2 flags. So let's see what they call it. Imagine it could be a holding.
Flag on the play.
So that time it was Elijah Shorter on the carry. Number 9, and he's down, unfortunately.
Got a flag down.
Hopefully he'll be okay, and we'll get the flag. What the flags are after. Find out if he's all right.
He's all right.
Just a stressful game. And, you know, Heron game of the week or game of the day, not wrong, I think.
No, this has certainly been the game of the day. The Little Devils showing fight. They're not giving up. Player is up and jogging to the sideline. Yeah, I mean, you know, 2:38. Again, we'll set the table, 2:38. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal. So there is no
2nd and goal from the 18-yard line.
Yeah,
after the 10-yard penalty.
That's flag game did go. Look,
It's close.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'd have to. And there's a handoff there to number 17.
So they handed off to the big fella, maybe thinking he could get something going for them. But Camden Baker, not much there. No gain on that play. Now brings up 3rd and goal from the 18-yard line. 2:15 and ticking left in this game. St. Pete down by 2 scores. And this is it. These are the final last gasps for the St. Pete team right here.
Under 2 minutes now.
Gooden takes the snap, looks to throw, deep drop back. Now he's going to roll left, throws under pressure, and it's intercepted by the Blue Devils, and he's going to return it past the 40-yard line and out of bounds.
And that's going to seal it right there.
That's going to do it on this game. That's a 50 I see, I believe. My eyes deceiving me. No, that's number 50.
That's Jeremiah Bailey.
And what a shock that this game ends on a turnover. Their 5th turnover of the game. Hit out of his hand, hit throwing the ball, and it lands in the defensive tackle's arm or the defensive end. And dream come true for him, playing that defensive line, getting the game-stealing interception to win the Super Bowl.
Look, you and I are both offensive linemen, right? But we will always cheer for a big guy when a big guy can affect a play like that. I don't care what team you're on. A big guy makes a play. You seal a Super Bowl with that interception. 1:43 left. That
puts
that's a special moment.
Puts a bow on this game, and what a game it's been for the Blue Devils. That defense, I mean, it's just outstanding how they played. Offense struggled at times, scoring only 2 times today. After the pick 6, it's just an amazing game by that defense.
It was. Look, Pahokee did what they needed to do. They put enough points on the board, and their defense stepped up and put points on the board. You can't ask much more of your defense. 5 turnovers.
1 touchdown as well, too.
Yeah.
So now they try to get a first down or 2 to end this game as Johnson hands it off the middle. and maybe about 2 yards on that carry by Hill. And so, Caleb, MVP of the ball game, who you naming?
Whew. That's tough. I mean, I can't really pick one player. I'd have to say it's just the defense.
I was going to say the same exact thing.
The player of the game has to be that entire Pahokee defense. You come up with 5 turnovers, including 1 to seal the game.
Yeah, and if I had to single out a player, obviously Plies with the pick six.
Yeah.
And Jones forcing that fumble to end the game, and obviously Hill made some great running plays, also some great defensive plays. So, like you said, kind of that whole defense making plays all over the field for the Blue Devils.
They don't even have to run a play at this point. They just take one knee. They just got to take one knee, and we're done. So congratulations to the Pahokee Blue Devils on being 12U Super Bowl champs of Division I.
That's going to do it. As Dwayne Jones kneels it down for the Blue Devils, and they are taking it back home, and they got their revenge in their 8U game. The Blue Devils win the 12U Super Bowl against the St. Pete Little Devils.
I mean, look, great game. That St. Pete now goes two for 4 on the day. That makes Pahokee
1 and 2.
No, actually that's 2 and 2 because Pahokee won the flag game.
Oh, okay.
So Pahokee is 2 and 3 on the day then.
So Pahokee topples St. Pete here, 19-7 is your final. And I've had a great day today, great day, long day, but I'm very appreciative for this opportunity, all this experience that I'm getting working with you, Caleb, and Alan earlier today. Great day here at Daytona Stadium.
Yep, and guess what? You guys got me back tomorrow live here on the Brevard Sports Network Facebook page, YouTube page for Division II, starting, I believe, at 9 a.m. That's according to the schedule. 9 a.m. will be the first game for Division II. You will have me here all day long for Chase Alexander, Alan Slaughterzinski, and everyone here at the Mffcc. Have a good night, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for Division II Super Bowls right here on the Brevard